Welcome to My Wife Left Me podcast. On this week's episode, Ninja has a rare W. Alinity's dog eats her out on stream. And we will be ranking all the Star Wars movies in a big, lead up to the new one coming out.
Yes, what was it?
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, very epic.
So I'm joined by Sean.
Hello everyone.
How are you doing?
I'm gaming, as usual. Typical.
Just gaming?
Yeah, it's just a simple man's life.
We were gaming. We were playing on stream.
Yes, we were streaming for once. I know. It's a rare sight. Played some Smite. Played a game or two of Rocket League. Yeah, it was good.
Did pretty well. Neff joined us.
Yes.
Trying to get his ass on the pod at some point.
I didn't seem like he was going to be able to tonight. But
well, no, not
yeah, I would say, yeah.
At some point, we want him to phone in.
Yes. You have a phone and caller.
We have a caller.
Got a caller on line 1.
Yeah. 1-800-WIFE-LEFT. Or what is it?
1-800 I'm a cuck.
Yeah. 1-800 let your wife date.
I'm a cuck actually works. I am a cuck.
Can we get that? Honestly, we should try to get that fucking phone number.
Please.
How do you get a phone number?
I don't know.
Because some people like buy them.
Is it like a domain? Can
yeah,
you just,
I guess it's like a domain.
Yeah, I mean, we'll buy 1-800 I'm a cuck.
Can you link it to like a Discord or something?
I don't know if you can. That's a
because I know on H3 they have like 1-800 hot meme.
Oh really?
But like they do all their call-ins on Discord.
Yeah, I was saying that because that's probably the easiest way. Just have people jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
know.
Maybe
look into that. We've blown our load.
Yeah, I know. It's true.
So YouTube Rewind 2019 came out,
and it fucking sucked.
Yeah, I'm just gonna since it's got music written all over it, I'm just gonna play the video and we'll just kind of talk while it's playing.
Yeah.
So
Watch Mojo would approve. I think. It's safe to say.
That was trend. Like Watch Mojo was trending because they do all these top 10s, and like the Rewind this year was pretty much here's the stats for the most liked shit in each category.
Also making a big point to be like, yeah, we fucked up last year.
Yeah, like they're like, because you like this better, or like some shit like that.
Which is hilarious because this year's probably just as shit as last year.
Well, it's got 4.1 million dislikes, and it's got almost 2 million likes.
That's surprising.
I'm interested to see, after this goes off, I want to look at the one from last year and see how many likes that one got.
Oh my god,
that I feel like
so many dislikes.
Yeah, because I feel like this already has probably more likes than the one from last year.
I mean, the thing with last year's too also could have been just like a lot of people just, you know how they like to like throw hate. Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be the same thing with this one though, because it was trending for being bad.
I mean, it's been out for a couple days and it already has way more dislikes than likes.
Yeah. So as you can see, they're just literally counting down like, oh, this is the most liked video in this category, and like,
which is sad because like a lot of like. The cool part about the way they used to do it was like they had all the creators at like one fucking location. They were filming. It was all this like process to do it.
I haven't heard of like half the shit.
Oh yeah,
honestly.
I know. Like half this fucking stuff. I'm like, all right, I literally don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Beast and like fucking PewDiePie, obviously, but
and then music videos. I mean, we were talking the other day. The fact that music videos count for like trending is so dumb.
Yeah, I know.
It's not something that it is creative, but like. The music is already popular.
Yeah. Well, especially like popular artists like Lil Dicky, it's like, or Ariana Grande, it's like no shit they're gonna have a lot of views.
Yeah, and like you go on the trending page, the first like 10 is all like music videos, trailers, or something YouTube promoted itself.
Or it's like the late night show, or like it's like TV shit. It's like it's already popular. Like who gives a fuck?
And YouTube's supposed to be like not TV, you know?
Yeah, I mean YouTube was always meant to be like some different kind of platform. I mean, obviously it's more commercialized nowadays, but yeah, I mean, wow, top 5 dance videos. I mean, if you like dance videos, then like here you go. But
some of these topics.
Yeah, they're very bizarre.
Well, coming up, the ones that they're about to do, like they're doing video games now. I mean, go figure. Fucking Roblox. Who still plays Roblox, honestly?
10-year-olds.
Yeah. Garena Free Fire, I've never heard of that.
I haven't either. GTA, I'm amazed with how...
Insane,
I mean, go figure Fortnite, that's not surprising.
And Minecraft, number 1.
Minecraft, I have no problem with, especially the fact that it has that many views over the past year. That's crazy.
And then beauty videos, like, who gives a fuck? Honestly,
I mean, I get that there's like a market, but
I mean, I fully get that. Like, that's probably half the views on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
beauty videos.
Yeah, so. Especially with Shane Dawson, Yeah, exactly. James
Batman.
Charles, Jeffree Star, all them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's just like last year was like, oh, okay, this is uncreative because it's basically like no YouTubers that anyone knows. And this year it's like,
well, it was also cringe as fuck. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm so proud of this community.
Yeah, no, I know. But this is like even worse, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, this is just ripping videos. I mean, I could have made this, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, literally anyone could make this.
Yeah, like, they just have, like, transitions and, like, effects. It's really nothing crazy.
Yeah, they just can't seem to get it right.
And
I doubt they'll get it right anytime soon.
Yeah. I mean, they also try to go, like, I mean, obviously it's cool and all, but they're like, they also hit on, like, this is the first Middle Eastern
like
creator
international.
to, like, and they, like, do a bunch of, like,
I love the fact
stuff.
that Dude Perfect is still, like, one of those sub people.
I remember watching him when I was, like, 8.
Bro, like, imagine still watching, like, Dude Perfect.
Whoa, he made that shot.
Whoa, it's all first try? Even though it was the millionth try?
Wait, you're telling me a video that Dude Perfect's going to post, he's going to make the shot. No way he makes the shot, right?
I don't believe it.
Oh my God, he made the shot. Are you fucking crazy?
It's like the tech, like, destruction channels. It's like, what's the fucking
what do you
point
expect?
of it? Yeah. You're literally seeing in the thumbnail what's going to happen.
It's not like Dude Perfect's like, oh, am I going to make this one?
He's
it's
like, oh.
I'm making every one.
He's like, it may take 1,000 shots, but I'll
Yeah.
make it. And I'll make it first try and edit all the other ones out.
Of course. See, here they're like hitting on the first Indonesian creator. Of course, T-Series. Like,
yeah, I mean,
what
when you have
kick in the fucking nuts.
When you have a country that automatically subs you to T-Series whenever you make a Google account, like, go fucking figure.
Yeah. It's like, wow.
Yeah, congratulations.
That's a good accomplishment, T-Series.
Yeah. Look at fucking PewDiePie. It's literally like all his own subs.
Yeah. I mean, it was funny because people were saying, like, should the creators, like, copyright strike them?
Yeah, that would be
very, I mean...
But you know they only use, like...
Yeah, they only use, like, short clips.
Yeah, and that's for a reason.
So the 2018 had 2.6 million likes.
Okay.
So the 19 is at 1.9 million. So it probably will surpass that. I'm assuming.
I would figure.
But it had 17 million dislikes. So
yeah, I mean the one from 2019 already has 4. Or like 4 million.
Yeah, I think it's 4.1.
So I mean, you never know.
Yeah,
that could easily skyrocket up.
Then another big story, I guess, from this week was Alinity, who...
My favorite streamer.
Yeah, she's a Twitch streamer, and she's known to, like, just get away with shit because, like, she was the one who, like, threw her cat behind her. Or was it her dog?
It was her cat. And then she, like, fed her fucking cat vodka through her, like, lips.
We talked about her before.
Yeah, she's just, like... her whole story is weird, and like she had shit in the past with like PewDiePie as well, like drama, but like this is like a whole nother level of like fuck shit.
Yeah, I mean, so her dog just like she goes down like a yoga pose. This is from this week, and and her dog just starts like going in on her fucking coochie. And she's like, "Oh no! Don't,
she does nothing. She does nothing to stop it.
Yeah,
she just lets it happen, which is like if it happens like organically, you're like,
and
okay,
you like
and you push the dog away.
Yeah,
but she just lets it happen. So it's
it's like creepy because it's like, is she getting off to it?
Exactly.
And like she's doing this on stream.
Right.
Imagine what she does when she's
oh my
not
god,
streaming.
Yeah, exactly. Or the fucking treatment of like
terrifying.
her other pets.
Yeah,
you know.
So here's a compilation of all the moments where her dog just like fucking eats her out and she does absolutely nothing about it on stream.
They're Coca-Cola. This is not. Hey, stop it!
This is the one from this week.
Don't do that.
No, it's
all right.
It's the next one, I think. She's like bending down in a pose.
She's in the same outfit.
And we don't do that. No, we don't do that.
I forget where she's from.
Her
accent is weird.
Yeah, I think it's Russian.
Mm.
I love how it's like she thinks it's like cute.
Yeah, no, she doesn't see like an issue with it because I remember her like responding about it as well.
First off, that's not something that is attractive at all.
No.
It's like, all right, you got a smelly, fishy fucking pussy. Like, congrats. You know?
So proud. So very proud.
Like, wow, your dog is, like, attracted to your smelly fucking stank cooch. Like, wow. I really want to fuck that.
Oh, God. It must smell so good for the dog to just want to.
She's like, yeah, I don't even need peanut butter for my dog to eat me out. That's how smelly I am. Like, all right, this is from from this week. Bro, he's in there. Ah.
She just like puts her leg up and does nothing. Doesn't use her fucking arms.
Yeah. Or get out of the pose.
Yeah.
Maybe. Now he's humping her.
Thank you so much. Why are you sniffing? Hey, no, what are you doing? Luna, I've taught you that that's not okay to do.
But I won't stop you from doing it.
No, absolutely not.
That one wasn't as bad. That was probably the least. But still, like, why are your legs like that?
Yeah.
While you're streaming?
That's like the last clip on here.
Ah.
Did you just lick my coochie? What?
We should soundbite that.
Hey, no.
Did you just lick my coochie? She has like some Spanish in her as well.
Her accent sounds like fake.
Yeah.
Don't tell me he goes under the skirt here.
You haven't seen this?
I didn't watch the whole thing. I was cringing too hard.
Yeah. Oh, the last part is fucking terrible.
No, don't do it, but I won't move out of the position that makes him want to fuck me.
No, stop fucking me from the back. Stop hitting me from the back.
It reminds me of this Twitter video of this like gay dude running on the beach. And as he's running, he like falls and trips and his like ass is up and he's like, oh no, don't catch me. It reminds me of like that. I tried so hard to find the video.
Oh my God.
Because I wanted to bring it up, but it like reminds me of that. Because people always caption that and they're like, this is me running away from Leonardo DiCaprio or like some shit like that.
Yeah.
She's like,
oh no. Yeah.
That's like what she's doing with her fucking dog.
Exactly. She just like is so nonchalant about it.
Bro, the fact that he's going under her skirt to fucking smell her stinky fucking coochie.
I don't know. What is that breed of dog?
I don't know. Bro. I really can't take too much of this.
No.
Like it's.
We should definitely cut the last clip off because it is really long and makes me really uncomfortable.
I hate this.
Why can't you be a good doggy? Hey, what's she doing? Why is your head under me?
She's like lifting her fucking shit up.
Luna, stop sniffing me under. There's nothing down there.
It's almost done.
Hey, I love you, okay? The way I want it to be. Oh, yeah.
Is this it?
Natty Luna, Natty Heart, Natty Luna, Natty Heart.
I love the music.
Yeah. Fucking, who's the Kid Rock?
No. Do you know this?
What? Okay.
You know who this is?
Who?
Nickelback.
Oh. Of course.
Yeah, that's it.
She literally put her legs up like, fuck me.
This is not... Hey, stop it!
Just fucking pause it. It's repeating.
Oh.
I was like, I don't need to see anymore.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, no, fucking hell.
Fuck's sake.
Because when we were watching it,
hell.
when we watched it like earlier, like I watched the whole thing, and I was just like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, smelly fucking cooch. There's this like, there's this sound on TikTok where it's like, where guys like troll girls and they're like, oh stinky, oh stinky. That's like all I think about when I'm like seeing that.
Oh, that's too true. I mean, it's just like the new goal explosion in Rocket League. Just all the fish.
Yeah, no,
So
exactly.
her
Just
fucking.
Whoo.
Dog's
Fuck.
like, let me get a whiff.
Because
It's
like
even weirder too, because isn't her dog like? It sounds like her dog's a female.
yeah, Luna.
Yeah.
She keeps saying Luna.
And she keeps calling her like referring.
Well,
to her as her.
my dog's hump as well, but it's like I guess like a power thing.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah,
it's
bizarre.
just like, and because I mean, as nasty as it is, you might as well, bring it up. It's the elephant in the room.
What?
You look terrified.
I'm so terrified.
I mean, if she's on her period,
yeah,
then
I mean
that would be a reason why the dog would be
right. But all those different clips that can't be with
yeah,
you know what I
it
mean?
can't all sync up to that,
Right. That would be extremely convenient.
and especially if she knows she's on her period, why let your dog fucking woo?
Yeah, why would you do a dancing stream and then like not close your door so the dog like it doesn't make
She
sense
wants
to me.
it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like a weird thing where people on her stream probably like it and are like, oh yeah, look at that dog. We're trying to. I
wish I was the
that
dog.
trying to fuck her. Yeah,
Fuck her smelly coochie.
she's fucking somebody at Twitch. The fact that
yeah.
she's like can't even get suspended for a little bit.
Well, like we were talking about before, there was a guy, and I can't remember like where I saw it, but he literally drew a picture of her, like the thing from that we saw of her bending over and the dog, and the dude got banned off Twitch, and he even like put something. I think it was on Twitter or something, but it was like he said, like, oh yeah, I'm glad. Like, I understand why I got banned, but he's like, it's ridiculous that like the same precedents aren't set for like everyone.
Yeah, I mean, what he's painting was actually done. I see how he got banned because you can't paint.
No, he didn't care. Like he completely understood why he got like banned. But he's like, you're not holding everyone to the same.
No, yeah, that's true. But also, like, he's painting a chick like bending over, getting her coochie
but the fact that she isn't banned for that fucking shit is like unreal.
Because I mean, clearly, it's like weirdly sexual.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, why? I don't know.
Someone needs to just like.
Here's critical. This is a funny fucking clip.
Oh God.
All right.
Critical's amazing.
What the fuck?
The buff kangaroo.
God, don't let Alinity see this. She'll move from dogs to kangaroos, man. Holy shit. What the fuck?
I love
it's
Critical.
Just a buff kangaroo, and he's like, yeah, he's gonna fuck kangaroos instead of dogs now.
His jokes are like always so fucking on point. I don't know what it is. Oh God, are we gonna talk about this?
You see?
Yes, I have seen this.
So this is gonna.
So Steven Hildenberg is he's rolling in his fucking grave,
bro. Ever since he died, they are just like absolutely like, shitting on SpongeBob.
They're like, you know how he said we didn't want to do anything after he passed away?
Well, he said no spin-off shows,
right?
And I think they are doing a spin-off show.
Yeah, they are. They're doing one with Squidward. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So this is a live action SpongeBob musical. Yeah. This is tomorrow at 7 p.m. I feel like this is like must-see TV for the cringe, honestly.
See,
like,
I work tomorrow, otherwise I would definitely watch it. But yeah, it's going to be cursed.
So here it's just images of SpongeBob and then their counterparts live action. I mean, what the fuck? That's SpongeBob? It's a ginger.
He's like beyond pale too. Like, how does that SpongeBob? The porn like edits or like the porn shit of SpongeBob looks more real than this.
Bro, the porn, I'd much rather watch the story parts of a SpongeBob porn than this. I mean, this just looks terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't.
This looks like high school level production.
Oh, absolutely.
But the worst one, I mean, Patrick.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck is that?
No, that's Patrick.
It
looks like, you know what it looks like? It looks like the dude that does carpool karaoke.
James Corden? Oh my God.
Like, honestly.
Wait, it's Buster Jones to you.
Buster Jones, yeah, my bad.
He's got like an Elvis haircut. He's a ginger as well. Why do they only cast gingers?
Yeah, they're like, you can only be a ginger.
Pale skin and fucking red hair to be in SpongeBob.
You have to be a ginger and never go outside.
In the fit. I mean...
Oh, this
Hawaiian...
this fits fire, dude.
a Hawaiian shirt, a tie-dye pink tie-dye underneath.
That's Patrick Star
with
right there.
Yeah, with it looks like a shark tooth necklace.
See, this is like with like Aladdin, like how they're remaking like children's things that were animated and really cool animated. They're like, let's make it shit and make it real.
Everybody wants to get off on nostalgia now.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like it's so much better in animation. There's so much stuff you can't do in real life that animation you can do.
You might as well not like they made their mistake by having before and after photos of the animated and the live action. If you're doing live action, you better just
show live action
or do a different rendition of it. Don't do a before and after being like, "Oh, look, they look the
similar
same."
Yeah, I know.
It's like it's never going to work.
Yeah. I mean, they get better too as they go on.
I mean, this dude just
yeah, I mean James Corden, Bustopher Jones can fuck himself.
I mean, it looks like they just plucked the weird kid out of high school. We're like, "Hey, you're Patrick Star."
Yeah.
I want to know what they sound like because that is going to be very interesting. If they try to copy the sounds of bro,
no way they can imitate the original voices, bro. There's no way.
I think they will. And Sandy,
that's Sandy.
Sandy is a black girl. I mean,
gotta get the token.
That's fine. Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, you know, that's fucking part of it.
Yeah, I mean, they got gingers,
come on now.
And you know.
They got the Outcast.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to touch that one. I'll leave you on the island.
You leave me alone.
I mean, honestly, the Sandy one isn't as bad because she does have a dome on her head, Sandy, and you got the afro. Am I telling the line there?
Yeah, that's you. I'm leaving you alone on that one.
All right. I mean, let's just move on.
I mean,
whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's not touch Sandy.
Yeah.
Squidward. I mean, here's a guy. Here's a guy who runs your music. Here's a guy who's your teacher in your music class. And after class, he goes, "Sean, can I see you?" Yeah, your drums on that's the second song we were working on. You're a little off there. Can I see your drumstick real quick? Oh, okay, cool. Bend over. Boom, and just fucking just starts anal raping you. That is who this man is.
You know, he's got the Snape like hairstyle going on, and I kind of dig it.
Yeah, he's got the parted.
Got the part
the middle part. They dyed his hair blue. Why did they dye his hair blue?
He looks like a SoundCloud rapper. Up top, and then below, it's just God.
What are they wearing on their shoulders? Because look,
that's Squidward.
He's got
I can't
polo.
tell the difference. They're one and the same.
Why did they make him old?
Because they're fucking idiots. They obviously have like the casting for this is so shit, bro.
I mean, he looks like he's about to. It looks like he's raping you with his eyes. Honestly.
Oh, it's so bad. It really is just terrible.
But no, look at this. What are they all wearing on their shoulders? See, he's got a like backpack on. Sandy had a backpack on. Fat Patrick doesn't. Fat ass. And then let's just look at Plankton.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck? First off, the drawing makes it look like Howie Mandel. When I saw this, I was like, oh. They got Howie. I'm shocked. I'm shocked he'd get that close to a plankton, bacterial thing. But you know,
he also put his fucking head under an ice cream machine. So I feel like he just has. Remember that TikTok? Have you seen that? It's like a TikTok of literally just him just putting his head under an ice cream machine.
His TikToks
and just,
are so weird.
Just letting it just fall onto his head.
Because you can tell with his TikToks, he just takes a random video, sends it off to some fucker, and they're like, oh, let's just put this with this trend.
Yeah,
it's so fucking weird.
But bro, he looks like oh my god, he looks like a Marvel villain.
I hope not. And they put eyeliner on his
No, he looks more like a Bond villain. He looks like more like a Bond villain.
Why does he have a patch? Plankton never has a patch. Oh, I guess because he have one eye.
Yeah.
How clever.
Ha ha ha. Mr. Krabs.
I mean,
I can't wait to see Pearl live action.
We're gonna have to cover this next week because the clips of this are gonna be fucking amazing.
Yeah, they're gonna be cursed.
This is Mr. Krabs. I mean, look at, bro. This is an artistic rendition of Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, I want to know how like drunk or high they were when they devised this fucking creation.
Just some hair bursting out of his fucking
He looks
chest.
like a fucking like a dad that's like out of work.
What the fuck? First off,
His hands are great.
They didn't get any of his hair.
No.
The hair bursting out of his chest or his arms. None of that carried over.
They're like, Mr. Krabs is red, so we'll make your hair and facial hair red. And then we'll give you claw arms and you're Mr. Krabs. That's perfect. I'd see no flaws with that.
This is like the Italian dude that just... I mean, he looks Italian, right? I mean,
Again, he looks like a father that's been out of a job for multiple years, and he's just on his last straw.
Typical boomer. He's like a young boomer.
This is like the Sonic movie before they did the redesign. It's like, why?
Yeah, but it's good, though, because they're not going to redesign it, and we're going to get a cringe masterpiece.
Yes, yeah. It's just like, why do this to this man's legacy?
Oh my god, he'd be fucking...
Again, he'd be turning in his fucking grave, bro. Like, it's so ridiculous.
Alright, we're gonna have to, like, bounce through these clips.
Okay.
For the next... Here's OJ dancing with a bunch of chicks. How fucking dumb can you be?
Imagine being in jail for all those years and coming out and just being on top. Even after you're fucking all that shit, dude.
I love how I'll claim, well, I'll just say what Barry McCockiner said, so I can't be blamed for saying it, even though I do want to say it.
Yeah.
But Barry just tweeted and was like, women are so fucking dumb. Like, how stupid can you be?
Yeah, to not know that's OJ. Yeah.
Well, no, they know it's OJ.
Yeah,
they know it's OJ.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, it's OJ. I want his money, even though he fucking killed 2 people aggressively and like...
And the evidence was clear as fuck that he did it.
Yeah, and I mean, the only reason he got off is because people were like, oh, DNA evidence isn't a thing. That was back when people were like, no, I don't believe that DNA evidence.
They're like, no, he was super jacked and fully capable of doing it, but he would never do it. He would never do it.
The scientists were like, look, so we can take DNA. I don't know what the fuck that is. The table's fucked.
Yeah.
So we can take DNA from the murderer and attach it to DNA found on the crime scene to link the two together. And boomers are like, nah,
he didn't do it. He didn't do it.
Nah, I don't believe that.
I want him to be able to grind in a fucking dance club with 2 white chicks.
Well, then he gets caught for petty theft and goes to jail. Well, it wasn't petty theft. It was major
really?
theft. You didn't hear about that?
No. When was this?
He stole back his memorabilia. He like sold memorabilia off, and he went stole it back and got thrown in jail.
When was this?
A couple years ago. I mean, he just fairly recently just got out.
Yeah. I know he just got out not that long ago, but I didn't realize that's.
I mean,
what
that
it
was
for.
like,
Jesus.
yeah, it was so fucking stupid.
I mean, the man's a fucking.
I mean, and
the
also
fact that he's not in prison for the rest of his life is honestly astounding.
Yeah. And the fact that he can run around like, oh, hello, Twitter world.
Oh my god,
yeah,
the tweet, the Twitter account was fucking. That was something else.
I mean, you see the pictures from that crime scene, like.
Yeah, I know. You know, like
someone fucked up does that shit.
Yeah,
someone that should not be out in society.
Yeah, someone that shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, I mean, again, the man was like, when that happened, he was literally like in the best shape of his life.
Oh yeah, I mean,
so it's like he easily,
player.
yeah, it's like there's no way.
Who else would be able to like fucking?
And who else would like do it just because like, oh, it's my wife
the biggest
and the fucking
her
her lover.
boyfriend.
Yeah, exactly. No, it
he had
doesn't
the
make
biggest motive. No
DNA. No, he didn't do it.
Look at this video. This is on Facebook. Gotta love the emojis. I guess just fucking brain dead fuckers on Facebook. Like, here's a giant emoji.
You just see it happening, and it's big F.
It's a girl on a swing, and a child's like walking in. Jesus, that sounds terrifying. She went back and barely missed him.
Oh my god. Oh, round 2?
Kids are so fucking dumb.
I love the slow-mo. It makes it sound even more cursed than like it actually is.
So this kid barely escapes him getting hit on a swing, and then he hears the girl yelling at him because obviously telling him to get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, and he's like,
and he turns around, goes back the same path, gets hit.
Fucked up.
So here it is in real time. I love the screams. Get here! I love that guy. And then he just gets wiped immediately.
Gets knocked, bro. Bro, please revive me. I need a ray gun. I got a ray gun.
Hold on. When you're on a swing, we did this as kids, and you're trying to stop, you drag your fucking feet.
Yeah.
The girl's not dragging at all.
Oh, no, she didn't give a fuck.
She doesn't get, look.
Or you could jump off. I mean, it would hurt, but you could jump off.
She literally doesn't give a fuck. Look, they're telling her to stop. Drag your feet. She should be dragging her feet. She just fucking yeets him out.
I mean, again, or just fucking, like, jump off the goddamn shit so you're not going to hit your,
right.
like, you know.
Yeah, you can just
like it would hurt, but like you're not
Don't
gonna
be a fucking pussy.
You're not gonna yeet a fucking child.
Yeah, and also if you hit him in the head, like that's
I mean the kid
night.
fucking you got some air.
Yeah, I mean he's lucky he got out. He's lucky he got hip checked.
Yeah, honestly.
Because if he would have gotten
first
hit,
one too.
Yeah, he just got hip checked.
Yeah,
He would have gotten fucking. Hit
well, like I like how he avoids death twice.
Well,
and
you
then
see him. He notices her
once. Twice, and then gets fucked on the third one. Like,
well, look, I mean, she goes right by him.
Yeah,
he's fucking dumb.
That is great.
Look at him out. He's out of the equation.
That's me when I'm out of the equation. Right there.
All right.
Oh, that is good. Oh, God, this fucking
ninja.
Pussy.
Yeah, so this guy, I don't even know who the fuck he is.
His name's Groscore. He's like a total fucking pussy. He's been on Twitch for a while. I think he got actually banned off Twitch for some stuff in the past.
Is he a big streamer?
No, he wasn't that big to begin with, but somehow people knew about him, and like he's British, which is, I mean, whatever, but like he's just such a dickhead to like anyone. And you'll see by listening to this clip.
Yeah, so he says, have the fucking balls say my name before you try and slide diss me at Ninja. And so this is what he posted.
Someone said, True Geordie and fucking Ninja talking about me on their newest podcast. Let's take a listen to what they got to say.
Mixer, man. So many. There's this one dude on Twitch. He's the biggest douche I've ever seen in my entire life.
Am I?
And he just made this video, right?
Yeah.
And literally, I listened to like 30 seconds of it, and the first 30 seconds was all bullshit, and all the wrong reasons. Yeah.
Bullshit. Have I ever fucking been wrong? Have I ever fucking been wrong? Never, you stupid wank. I look like a fucking douchebag. I'm a fucking douchebag. You got fucking Smurf fucking hair, mate. The fuck you on about? You couldn't handle the fucking truth. I'm so glad you're fucking brain, Ninja. I'm so glad you're still thinking of me, buddy. I'm fucking glad I'm up in here, mate. I'm fucking glad you're still thinking of me, bruv. Bullshit, you watched the whole fucking video. You think of me every fucking night. You wish you warned me, bruv. Stick your fucking mixer down your jabsar, you fucking wank. Someone said,
I love how he brings Mixer into it.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So, hold up. Was Ninja actually talking about him on that podcast?
Well, so that guy, True Geordie, like the one that hosts the podcast, like I guess asked him about this because this guy made like some kind of video about Ninja. And it was like him when he was leaving Twitch and all that.
So he was talking about him?
Yeah.
Okay, because Ninja replied to this video.
Yeah, and said, "Who are you?"
Who are you?
Yeah, he was just saying that to get under his skin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
So he actually didn't know who he was.
Yeah, actually.
All right. Well, that was kind of... I mean, I guess it's still a win for Ninja.
Yeah, no, like... it still is. It's funny as shit because this dude's such a fucking loser. And
he's so mad. He gets so fucking mad about it.
Well, I think it's for attention, honestly, because he was starting stuff with KSI as well.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently he wants to fight KSI. So it's like, it's all probably for publicity.
That is funny as fuck.
I just love the fact that, like, obviously, like, we haven't been the biggest fans of Ninja in a while because he's pretty cringy. I mean, everyone knows that by this point. But just the fact that in the podcast, he's like, yeah, I listened to the first 30 seconds. It was all bullshit. It's just like it's probably completely accurate.
I love how the guy like responds to him. He's like, "Yeah, he's the biggest douche on YouTube." And he's like, "Oh, am I?"
Yeah.
And he's like responding to Ninja in the podcast.
Also, how he's like, you wish you were me. It's like, bro, you're a failed fucking Twitch streamer. Like, shut the fuck up.
You really think Ninja wishes he was you.
Like, shut the fuck up, dude.
All right. So here's fucking Boogie's fat ass on a Star Wars podcast.
He wants to fuck. Just let him fuck.
Let's just.
I hate to retread this ground, but I just want to be honest with you. I know that I can go full on Jabba the Hutt with that girl because she's gonna let me chain her
Talking
up,
about Rey.
put her in that slave lay outfit, and do whatever I want to. And you know what? She'll call me daddy because she has no clue who her real daddy is. Again, I hate to retread this ground, but
Jesus
I just
in the background.
Yeah, like even if the host of Nerd Wars, whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
If he's like,
yeah, like
whoa, like,
yeah. I mean,
obviously
again,
he's trying to make a joke.
Yeah,
but
we said that he like it seems like he is, but it's just like the way that he chose to do it is just so bizarre.
It's like psychopathic almost.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Weird. And also the teeth. I mean, if you don't know Boogie because he didn't brush his teeth and he's a degenerate. He had to get all his teeth fucking removed, and so they literally screwed nails into the roof of his mouth. So his mouth, he's just a nail mouth guy.
He's a nail monster.
He just screws in these teeth.
Jesus.
I mean, it looks weird, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, now that you say it, it definitely does.
It looks like, and the reason why we were talking about this earlier, but on the H3 podcast, Boogie gets on there and he's like talking about how much he fucks.
Yeah. Right.
And he's like, "Oh, I do pretty well." He's like, I just lay there. I just lay there because I'm too fat to fuck, but you know, girls still want to like ride me and shit. And here he is talking, "Oh, if Rey, I could fuck Rey." It's like, all right, fat ass. So here he is on the same podcast again, talking about Rey. And he's just weird. I mean, I get this is like nerd shit.
Yeah,
like,
and the question that you'll hear in a second is bizarre.
Yeah, the question is very strange.
We go to you. Who's the best mistress? We have Rey versus Captain Marvel. Go.
Look, let's be entirely honest with you. Neither of these are great choices, but we're taking the lesser of two evils. And a girl like Rey, she doesn't just have daddy issues. She's got mommy issues too. She doesn't know who the fuck her family is, all right? If you show her the slightest amount of kindness, and Finn did, you know you can wrap that girl around your little finger. She's going to give you everything you want, okay? And plus, let's be honest, what can she do with those force powers? I don't even know, all right? But forget Kegel.
Boogie, we go to you. Who's the best mistress?
I think the weird thing to me is just like, I feel like that's just how he feels about like women in general.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
It's like it bleeding out.
Yeah.
Rey's just a
exactly.
A thing for him to express how he truly feels.
Right. No, I could totally see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very concerning, but
I mean, go figure. Gold diggers fuck his fat ass. I mean,
yeah.
Congrats. Hope you know that like literally none of the women you're fucking are like actually enjoying it. They're just doing it to get that Gucci purse.
Yeah. No, I mean that's pretty savage, but definitely true. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it must suck to like, not fuck a girl that actually wants to fuck you. You know?
I mean,
instead of just for your money.
It must also suck to not have any real teeth in your mouth. So that's big rip on both of those.
Must also suck to be close to 500 pounds at one point in your life.
Yeah, if I ever get close to that point, just fucking end me.
Yeah,
literally just put me out of my misery.
Get that Barrett 50 cal and just fucking
go up on the hill. Just wait for me.
I mean, there'd be no getting out of the way. So
that's true. Right. You'd be like hitting the broadside of a barn.
My 600-pound life. You ever seen
Oh
that
my
show?
god, yeah. I've seen a little bit, but it's too much.
Yeah. All right. So it is time.
Is it Star Wars time?
It's Star Wars time. You can see I've got my Last Jedi.
Yes, look at that while I grab my phone.
Yes, go get your phone. I mean, we're ready. We're gonna run through every single Star Wars movie.
Bringing the sound back.
And we're gonna rank them all.
Yes.
Top to bottom.
I have to get the docs.
All 10.
Docs up.
Like when you're not ready.
I am ready.
No, I'll go first, though.
I was about to say, I literally have it right here.
No, you're not ready.
Dumbass. So keep in mind, we're not obviously doing the one that hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, we haven't fucking seen it.
Well, I'm saying at this time in the recording.
Yes, it is December 6th.
Yes. So it comes out, what, the 20th?
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming we'll probably review it. Or
Yeah, we'll go over it. But just wanted to at least get that out
And
there.
it's also our favorites.
Yeah, it's also personal opinion, so obviously yours might differ than ours.
Yeah, we just have to disclaim.
And if it does, then go fuck yourself. But
we know the Star Wars fans are a bunch of fucking...
It's like the Star Trek fans. It's just they're rabid.
Let's start and talk. This is going to be a long episode.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just... It's
the nature of the... Yeah.
We're 40 minutes in right now. I mean, strap in.
I mean, the other thing, too, is I feel like the majority of these, like... The bottom and top ones will probably go into a decent amount of depth, but the middle ones I feel like won't be as much.
Can fly.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get started.
So let's talk about. I think I was born in '97. I think you were as well.
No,
yeah.
It's almost like our birthdays are like a month apart.
No,
dumbass.
So I'm pretty sure the first movie I saw, which I was never that big into Star Wars growing up.
Yeah,
honestly, even like until later when I got older, then I started to get more into it. But I think I started with the prequels. I think Phantom Menace was the first one I saw, honestly.
I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, but so that probably has a little, effect on. I mean, what was the first ones you saw?
I mean, I think I saw them in order because my
So you saw New Hope first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like my dad was super into Star Wars. So like
So he showed you.
Yeah, and we also had like I remember growing up we had like the whole box collection where it was every single like 4 through 6 and 1 through 3.
Unedited?
I can't remember which one we had like this. It was like a VHS thing.
I've seen it over your place, so.
So I think I started with the original. I'm almost positive.
Because like the whole twist of like Darth Vader being his father, that was like a pop culture thing for me. Where like I don't even know if I had seen Empire yet, but like seeing in Toy Story 2, where like you find out Zurg is the father of Buzz.
Yeah.
It's like it was that kind of shit. So that was always spoiled for me.
Yeah,
I mean
it's impossible to not have it spoiled for you.
Yeah, I mean growing up when we did, I mean it is what it is.
Exactly.
All right. My number 10, what I think is the worst Star Wars movie, is Attack of the Clones. I mean...
Do you like Jedi Council and like politics? That's like half the movie.
Well, for the main things for me is the love story between Anakin and Padme is fucking terrible.
Yeah. The dialogue is also fucking terrible.
Yeah, the writing is god-awful. I mean, George...
There's literally an entire sequence where he talks about sand and how coarse it is and how it gets everywhere. It's like, who wrote this?
It was like a Romeo and Juliet. It was like a bad Romeo and Juliet.
It was like Twilight.
Play. Yeah.
It was like Twilight level like romance. It was like, bro, are you actually kidding me?
The sand is so coarse.
Yeah, it's like, in a Star Wars movie, that's not what we fucking care about. Believe it or not. We don't care about politics and a love story.
Well, the other thing, too, I mean, all the action scenes. I mean, Jango Fett was fucking dumb.
Oh, yeah.
Why is Jango Fett... it's the father of Boba Fett.
Oh, he gets killed.
Wow, it's the father of Boba Fett. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Who fucking cares?
Like, Jango is cool, I'm pretty sure, in, like, the books. But, like, they literally shit on him in the movies. He exists to die. And then be like,
when they went to, like,
Boba Fett.
Yeah, when they went to his place, he, like, flew and did, like, one thing. And then they just fucking killed him.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure... I think it's
no, they cut his head off at the end in the arena.
Yeah, with Geonosia, yeah.
I mean,
the other thing too is like I'm pretty sure in like the books because my brother was really into like the novels and stuff. Doesn't like Boba? I think he like gets eaten by the Sarlacc.
You know, that's how. Yeah, he dies that way in Return.
Yeah.
But apparently he survives that.
Right. I was gonna say I think he survives in the stomach. Yeah.
I mean, of course.
Yeah,
in Star Wars fashion, nobody ever really fucking dies.
Yeah, of course.
But, I mean, the other thing, the fight at the end in the arena is an absolute fucking shit show.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's got lightsaber. It's like the drawn-out shot. Everybody's just swinging fucking randomly in front of a green screen.
Yeah.
And there's no choreography at all. And then you just see one purple lightsaber because
Mace Windu.
Because Samuel Jackson wanted the purple one.
Exactly.
I mean... It's just terrible.
There's really no redeeming it. It's definitely the worst out of the prequels by far. Like, not even a question in my mind.
I mean, yeah, the meme quality, but it's just... a bridge gap movie like this for an already shit trilogy, there's no winning.
No, definitely not.
And what, Dooku doesn't die? I mean...
Yeah, Dooku, because then Yoda and Dooku have the fight in 3.
Yeah. I mean, another issue with the prequels as a whole is, the villains.
Also Jar Jar.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to that. They definitely toned down Jar Jar in
the second, but then they bring him back in 3.
In Sith? Is he in it a lot?
Yes.
I'll
talk about that when we get to that. Don't worry.
You can get to your 10.
So, bit of a spoiler. Number 10 for me also was Attack of the Clones.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of the stuff we've already touched on. It's so bad. Like you go back and watch it now, and it's just like
it's unbelievably bad.
Yeah, it's like, how did this get made? Like, honestly, it's like that podcast.
CGI. Yeah, the CGI is so fucking bad.
Yeah, I mean, what year did Attack of the Clones come out?
2002.
2002. Yeah, so I mean, CGI was pretty bad back then. But so like, it makes sense. But like, I feel like there was stuff in Phantom Menace that looked better.
But the original trilogy holds up better because it's not fucking CGI.
Yeah, it's all practical?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Most of it. What George's fucking ass didn't add.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, there's really not much else to say about Attack of the Clones that we haven't already said. Like, that movie is just such a pile of shit, and everyone that's seen Star Wars all the way through knows that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just the love story that none of the fights are good.
Yeah,
I mean,
for me, it's the love story, the politics, the fight
I mean,
scenes.
the politics in general through the entire prequel trilogy is...
Who else is in it? What's her name? Keira Knightley as Padme.
No, that's Natalie Portman.
Or not? Yeah. I always mistake the two. Yeah. But yeah, it's like they have all these cool settings. Like, where are they at in 2? It's God, I literally know the place. It's like this really proper city, and that's where like Natalie Portman's character is. What's her name? Like Queen Amidala or something like that.
Yeah,
I can't think of it because it was a multiplayer map in Battlefront.
Naboo.
I think, is that what it is?
I'm looking on the.
It might be Naboo, but like the setting of it's super cool, and they just do nothing with it. It's just like,
I mean, the clones as well. I mean, it was a botched mess.
See the clone. See that's like the biggest insult to me too. Is like the clones were like some of the coolest looking and like coolest like characters.
Well, that has always been the Clone Wars. Has always been a time period where people want to see what the fuck, like, because a bunch of cool shit happened.
Look at like Star Wars Republic Commando, the game, like on Xbox. Like that was all like about the clone troopers and like this clone trooper squadron.
Well, and people love the Clone Wars animated show as well.
Right, exactly.
I'm gonna watch that at some point.
Yeah, but there's nothing else more to say about Attack. It's just a pile of shit. Just don't even bother.
I mean, yeah. Number 9 for me, The Last Jedi. So I get that in aspects it is a well-made movie.
Right.
Compared to the prequels, it is well-made.
Yes.
But just some of the shit in it.
The storytelling is beyond terrible.
The writing is awful. The pacing is terrible.
Yeah, the characters, to a certain extent, are poorly written.
Oh my God, the characters are probably the poorest written maybe in the whole fucking series.
Yeah, it is really bad.
So, I mean, it starts off with the joke of like, oh, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Like a telephone joke in Star Wars.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, just the
Snoke in general.
Snoke being nothing.
Biggest cock tease of all time. It's like, why even bring him into the fucking thing just to reintroduce the Emperor?
I guess we'll find out. But yeah, I mean, clearly JJ built up Snoke to be something, and Rian Johnson was just like, nah.
Yeah, he's like, I don't give a fuck.
It's like, and in some aspects, it's like, okay, I get it. You want to subvert our expectations, but it's like, at least give us something about it.
Yeah, don't just like...
We literally know nothing.
Like, again, like, look at Marvel and the way they did Thanos, or look at the way they did Loki.
Nothing's planned out in Star Wars.
It's like they just showed up to set, like I think we've said, showed up to set and just were like, let's just do this.
For me, Rose, again, is probably one of the worst characters besides Jar Jar.
Yeah.
She is just detrimental to the characters in the movie.
Yeah, she
does just facts. She kills Finn in the movie. I mean, you like Finn in Force Awakens, and then you hate him in Last Jedi because he's off doing this fucking thing with Rose.
Exactly.
I mean, the Canto Bight scene where they're like riding the horses. I remember seeing that in theater. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? because that was just the pacing was just so off. Because it was like you just go to that randomly, and they're like freeing horses, and you got Benicio del Toro like like it was just so weird.
It's also like another scene that is just fantastic is the casino.
Yeah,
like that scene is just so fucking bad.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. But the casino is called Canto Bite.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of another scene. Okay, yeah, no, that
the Leia weird ass flying.
Yes,
I mean, I think it's cool to give her force powers, but the way they did it, I mean, she's like, ooh, like it was so strange. Like, what the fuck?
It's just such a slap in the face. It's why?
Huge.
Like, if you're gonna make something like this, take time, push it back, and make something fucking better. Like, Jesus Christ, like
get a good writer. Like, fuck's sake.
Yeah, the writing is,
and I mean,
so
killing
bad.
Admiral Akbar off screen.
Yeah, and making that dumb fucking captain like this focal point.
This new girl like comes in. Literally, nobody knows who the fuck she is. She won't tell anybody the plan for no reason,
just for dramatic effect.
Yeah, other than to keep the audience on their toes.
Poe's like, stay with the ship.
She could easily tell the plan to Poe, and Poe does fucking fuck all.
Yeah, I would say he just jerks off. Yeah,
he's Poe's in trouble, but then it's like none of that pays off at all, and it's sad because. As much as I really don't like this movie, there are some cool fucking scenes, and probably some of the cool scenes in Star Wars.
Like the throne fighting scene, obviously. Amazing. I mean, it's great.
Probably the best. I mean, probably the best fighting scene because it's not really a lightsaber fight.
Yeah, exactly.
But probably, I mean, the coolest fighting scene.
Yeah, the choreography is really good.
Oh yeah.
I
mean, and then that captain doing her sacrifice, going through that ship. That was dope. But it's just
the thing that reminded me of like that the character just being brought in was I remember there was a Friday the 13th movie where they just bring in this random dude and he's like, oh, I'm the Jason expert, and it's like, bro, you've literally not been in any of these movies. Like, what the fuck? Like, why are you all of a sudden like this important person? Like, it's like the captain. It's like, who fucking cares? Like we were saying before. Make Akbar stay on the ship and sacrifice himself. That would be more significant.
It so much better.
Yes, exactly. It's like, no, he just dies in like a...
No, because he's an alien creature and we need to hire some fucking actress that people like or think...
He's an alien creature that's been in it since like the originals, and we'll just absolutely shit on him.
One of the most famous lines, it's a trap.
Yeah.
That's been memed forever and is a huge pop culture thing.
Nah, we'll shit on it. We'll absolutely shit on it.
The one thing I do hate about the sequel trilogy is the time span.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that it went from Force Awakens to Last Jedi, and seemingly in Rise of Skywalker, it's one after another.
Yeah, exactly.
Rey has no advancement or minuscule advancement in her Jedi learning.
Right.
I mean, I want to see a couple years down the line where she knows what the fuck she's doing.
Yeah, it's like the way they did the original prequel. You know, it's like there's progression over each movie, and there's time that lapses over each movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like...
I mean, even in the original trilogy, I'm pretty sure there was time lapses.
Well, that's what I'm saying, in the original.
Oh, I thought you said prequel.
Oh, no, my bad. That's what I'm saying. Like, it shows Luke, like, going through, like, all of these trials and shit, and it's like...
We'll get into that a little bit, but
yeah.
Luke actually having progression through the trilogy is one of the best things about the original.
Absolutely, yeah.
You can go ahead and give your 9.
So my 9, also Last Jedi. I mean...
We're on it.
I think the thing is, they're really... There's too much to say about how bad this movie is, but like you said, there are good aspects. So it's not the worst. It's not Attack of the Clones by any means, but it's sad to see something that was made in
2017.
Yeah, 2017. It's sad that something in 2017 is worse than something that was made in the 70s.
Yeah,
like,
I mean.
Like, I know you run out of ideas. I know, like, it's hard to think of, like, you know what I mean? Like, but the thing is with Star Wars, it's such a large universe that you can, like, choose stuff from. Like, it's like, why?
That's so much. They can make up shit.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, like, again, obviously, like, I never read the books that much, but, like, I had a sibling who loved the books. And there was so much cool shit, like, in the books that you could literally use. Like,
Because they're strapped into the Skywalkers and, all that fucking shit.
Like we were saying as well, like, I would love for them to do some kind of spinoff from, like, get away from the fucking Skywalkers. We've been doing this for how many movies now?
Well, yeah, this is the Rise of Skywalker is the last one.
Right. I mean, I know that, but...
And Kevin Feige's doing a spinoff.
Really?
So...
That name sounds familiar.
He runs MCU.
Oh, okay. That's good.
But yeah, I mean, also Luke throwing the lightsaber and like a big joke scene, him sucking the tit milk of that thing.
Yeah.
And if this movie was just Rey, Kylo, Luke, Leia, it would be fine. It's just the bullshit that's in it.
It's just to span the time out.
Yeah, it kills it.
It's just filler. Like a lot of it just
and
feels
the movie's
like
almost,
filler.
I mean, the movie's like 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So it's like, fuck.
Yeah, this is another one where you kind of touched on a lot of the stuff, but like it's just so bad that like there's no way I couldn't make it like my second least favorite.
Yeah,
without a.
And I mean, coming out of theater, I don't know about you, but like I was deflated.
See, I didn't even see it in theaters. I actually saw it after it was on Netflix.
So you were probably prepared with the backlash.
I actually didn't really look that much into it. I mean, I had heard a little bit about how bad it was, but like I was trying to like sort of less just like go into it with as blind of a view as possible. But I mean, even with that, it wasn't good.
See, because I went opening night, hyped as fuck.
Yeah.
And like coming out of that, just being deflated like that. Like, I'm sure that's how people felt seeing Phantom Menace.
Oh yeah, I bet.
But like, if I'm feeling like that, like,
yeah, no, I mean,
it's rare I come out of movies feeling like that.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair.
I remember my sister liked it, and I was just like holding back because I didn't want to like rain on her parade. But I was like, "Damn, that shit's fucking sucks."
Yeah, it's some trash.
Because I remember in the theater, like during the casino, I was like, it literally brought me out of it by how bad it was.
Oh yeah,
like, you can't even. It takes you out of the movie by how bad it is.
I mean, it's like that scene that we saw, like a teaser from Rise of the Skywalker of.
Yeah, I mean,
they can fly.
They can fly. They can fly. They fly now. That was dumb. Let's hope. Let's fucking hope that it's better than Last Jedi, but...
Yeah, we'll see.
My number 8 is Phantom Menace. I mean, I think because it is the first one I saw, I do have somewhat of a connection to Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
As sad as that is, I see you fucking smirking.
No, I mean...
But I almost put it higher than 8. But... Jar Jar fucking...
Yeah, I mean, bro, he's just unacceptable. Yeah. Whoever... Listen. This is a PSA. Whoever wrote Jar Jar's character needs to be fucking publicly executed. Yeah. Right fucking now. Like...
Way too
this
goofy.
Is inexcusable.
Why did they think they needed that much, like, slapstick comedy?
Also, I mean, Hayden Christensen.
He's not in it.
Is he in
Lloyd?
Jake Lloyd. Yes, that's who I was. My bad. Thank you.
He's awful.
Why cast him as a child actor? He is not fucking good. In any of the roles he played, he was not fucking good, bro. I promise you.
Here's the other thing. Lights, Camera, Pod. I was listening. Shout out to them. Great movie podcast. They brought this up.
Yeah.
Why start Anakin's journey as a kid?
Yes.
You see no conflict in him between good and light when he's a fucking child.
Yeah, because he doesn't know any better.
They should have started him as a fucking teen.
Yeah, I mean, look at Rey. Look how they did that. They started her as a fucking teen, and look how much better that was. To a certain extent. To a certain extent. Listen.
Let's hold.
To a certain extent.
At the end of The Last Jedi, she's like, look, I can move rocks now. See how powerful I am?
Yeah, no,
it's I want to see her do, like...
Yeah, cool shit.
Yeah.
No. I mean, again, the thing that I will say about the prequels is it's kind of similar to Last Jedi, where it does have cool stuff in it. Like, pod racing was super cool at the time.
I was going to bring that up.
Yeah.
Pod racing is dope.
The whole
as
build
much
up,
as that gets trolled.
Yeah, the whole build up to the fucking pod racing tournament is bullshit.
It's 40 minutes in.
Yeah,
you're still like they're
like just starting the race.
Yeah,
it's like all right, let's hurry it up. Let's hurry it up.
You start and you go get Jar Jar's fucking ass. That's the whole start.
Yeah,
of the
they
movie.
go to the fucking water, whatever kingdom he lives in.
But all right, so here's the other thing.
But like, who gives a fuck about the politics in this random water like environment that we never go back to?
Well, yeah, the starting crawl is like the trade dispute is it's like what? None of the original trilogy crawls are like that at all.
They're like, politics. Did you care about politics in the original? Well, you're gonna care about them now.
It's weird how they're like, okay, we're putting Jar Jar in for kids, but then the crawl is going to be about politics. It's
Yeah.
like, what do you want?
Yeah, they're like trying to satisfy all genres, but they like just do such a poor job of it.
Here's the other thing about this movie. I think it does a decent job world building. They go to a cool, like, the underwater thing. I mean, I don't think they'd ever been underwater before in Star
No,
Wars.
it's a cool setting, but like they just never like even think about it after that.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like anything significant.
Yeah,
it is a cool setting. I will give you that. It is cool. There's a lot of settings like that are cool that they just never touch on again.
If Jar Jar is not in this movie, it goes up like easily a few.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely the worst part of this movie.
He fucking kills it.
But the thing that like blows me away, and this is something that we've talked about off podcast, is like there's so many cool like settings in Star Wars in general that they've touched on in even just the fucking video games.
But no, in the sequel trilogy, it's like sand, snow, forest. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. But like they like even in like some of the later movies, like they touch on cool stuff like Mustafar.
Yeah.
There's stuff that like that was in it's like a planet that always rains. It starts with a K. It was like really prevalent with like the clones.
They went to it in Attack of the Clones, right?
It's like surrounded by water.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like cool stuff like that, it's like explore that. Like go a little bit more in there. Like why do you give a fuck about all these like Tatooine? Like let's go back to Tatooine. We haven't been there for fucking
the fucking Tatooine, dude.
Bro, like don't get me wrong, love Tatooine, love the Cantina theme, love it. Love Han shooting first.
I don't need it. I don't need it 5,000 times.
Exactly. No, 100%.
That's so facts.
But obviously, like they have cool stuff like Darth Maul. Like obviously, Darth Maul is great.
Yeah, no, I was gonna get to that.
Yeah, I figured we were gonna talk about that.
I mean, people clown on Darth Maul because he really doesn't say much, and he's just like a.
Then he just kind of.
But hot take.
Yeah.
The fight scene at the end is the best lightsaber fight in all of Star Wars.
The bold statement there. I'd have to think about that, honestly. I'm trying to think of like all the fight scenes.
I mean, in the original trilogy, there's some okay ones. I mean, pretty good.
I mean, for the time, yeah.
For the time,
yeah. I was about to say.
But I would go out on a limb and say that was the coolest lightsaber fight scene.
Bold statement. Yeah, I mean,
and hold up, Duel of Fates.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. That totally
came
fair.
from this movie.
Yeah,
I mean, and it's coming back in Rise of Skywalker. They teased that.
Really?
They showed a clip with Duel of Fates playing. So.
I mean, you can never go wrong with
John Williams.
Yeah, John. Yeah. I mean, it's just he's always been iconic.
But yeah, I do. I can enjoy that. I can put it on. I can enjoy it somewhat because, I mean, the amount of Jar Jar in it really does.
Yeah, just
it really tries to fuck you off. It really tries to fuck you off.
Yeah, it just tests your patience.
Yeah, but I mean, once you get to the Darth Maul shit, like it
does get better. I will agree with you on that.
All right, you good.
So my number 8, also the Phantom Menace.
All right, we're 3 for 3. We should have done the shot thing for this one. Where if
we have the same. Jesus, we'd have been fucked. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the same stuff that we already kind of touched on. That's why I was contributing a lot as well, is because I also have it as mine. It's just like kid actors, they're so hit or miss, and
major miss.
This is a major miss, and on top of that, like you do have.
Are you an angel?
yeah. Oh, that's fucking terrible. I mean, you have Liam Neeson as fucking Obi-Wan, which is cool. Yeah. But then he just dies anyways. So it's
Qui-Gon.
Or Qui-Gon Jinn, yeah, my bad. But he just dies anyway, so it's like,
Well,
and then you also have, hello there.
Oh yeah, Ewan McGregor is the best part of the prequel.
Yeah, he's got some weird fucking like hairstyle going on with like beads at the end of it.
Luckily, they got rid of that in Sith.
I was very questionable.
In the documentary, they like they shaved his hair and like had the braids, and you could tell he was like not feeling it.
Yeah, he's like, get this shit off me.
But I mean, if they would have, another problem with this movie as well is, I mean, who's the villain? I mean, all right, obviously it's Darth Maul.
Yeah.
But like, he just dies.
Yeah, he just falls down a pit.
The thing about the prequels is like, here's a villain. He dies at the end of the movie. Here's a villain. He dies at the end of the movie. Except for Dooku. And in Sith, he dies at the beginning of the movie.
Right. True.
It's like, come on now. Have an overarching, and obviously Palpatine was that.
Yeah, I was about to say, he was definitely like the overarching thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
but he has no play until Sith.
Yeah, no, he really doesn't have any contribution in 1 or 2 at all.
I mean, he's like political.
He's seen in holograms, I'm pretty sure, because they show like hologram discussions, but that's it.
Well, yeah, and they make it. I mean, assuming when this came out, everybody had seen the original trilogy.
Yeah,
everybody knows it's the fucking Emperor,
right?
But they try to hide it.
They tease it. They're like,
it's like everybody knows it's fucking.
Yeah, it's like just
and they call him Palpatine,
right? Yeah,
it's like why hide him in the holograms?
Yeah, there's so many like questionable things about the prequels. Like you could literally like make a fucking 10-page paper about it.
But I do like Phantom. I know people probably have Phantom Menace as their worst.
No, see, that's why I put it up higher on mine, honestly, is because it's not as bad as Attack of the Clones. It's not as bad as Last Jedi, but it's certainly not better than the other ones.
I'd rather watch it than Last Jedi, because honestly, Last Jedi is so dull and just like the two good
nothing
parts.
Happens.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, honestly, nothing happens.
Yeah.
And there's really no progression in any characters. If anything, the characters get worse.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, they either stay the same or they get worse.
The other thing that last thing we're saying about Last Jedi,
favorite movie,
but Kylo going, "Join me, we can rule the galaxy together," and you're like, "Oh," you know. And then after they defeat it, they team up, and then after they defeat everybody in the royal
throne room,
he's like, "Oh." And you think, oh, they're going to be teamed up. And he's like, no, join me. We must overtake the galaxy. It's like he goes from one to the other.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so
he
dumb.
can't figure out a side to be on. Yeah.
Anyways.
So, yeah, that's basically what I have to say.
My number 7 is Solo, A Star Wars Story. Now, I like this movie.
I do, too.
Coming off The Last Jedi, I mean, my expectations were so low for this.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of have to be with...
No pun intended. Solo.
Yeah, Solo.
I mean, the one thing that sticks out as bad is the naming of him.
Yes, yeah. I mean, that was always...
I'm Han. Do you have a last name? No.
You're by yourself.
You're by yourself. And
so, Solo.
Yeah, and the guard pretty much says that. He's like, you're by yourself. Yeah. I'll call you Solo. Like, it's so dumb.
It really is just that's just like lazy writing again.
I mean, the Kessel Run was cool.
Yeah, no, there was definitely a lot of stuff I liked.
Kira, Emilia Clarke, she was. I mean, the fact that she became like spoilers, she became a villain.
Yeah,
and like the chick that was in the mask was like good.
Mm-hmm. Same, and Lando, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, Lando was cool.
Yeah,
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was a lot more stuff to like about Solo than a lot of people.
It was just fun.
Yeah, exactly. It was more. Yeah, it was more of just an enjoyable movie. I feel like,
and it's a small story. I mean, you'll see that a little bit with my higher up ones, but like, it doesn't need to be a grand fucking.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to have. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's just like having an adventure is like the cool part of it. It doesn't necessarily have to have a great story.
Yeah, and. I mean, the Darth Maul reveal, that was cool, but I really, really want to see him brought back. If he's brought back in Rise of Skywalker, that will make me blow my nut.
See, it'd be interesting because, like, what happened at the end of Phantom Menace? Did he just fall down a pit and he's just fine?
Well, yeah, in Rebels, the animated series, he, like, gets, like, metal legs.
Oh, really?
And it's like, yeah, he survives it.
Oh, okay.
And in Clone Wars, too, I think they show that he survives.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, I mean...
obviously, yeah, I mean...
if they bring him back...
Yeah, that'd be fucking sick.
Lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was cool to see he's actually alive.
Yeah.
In, like, a live-action thing.
For sure.
But I want to see him back, like, bring him back, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely.
But yeah, I mean, that was definitely a moment in there when I saw that. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I did like Solo a lot, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, you can go with your 7.
So my 7, this is actually where we differ, believe it or not.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So my number 7, Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
So, listen, I like this movie.
Hold on. Go ahead. I'm going to get another beer.
Okay. I like this movie, and it's definitely, obviously, it's my top out of all of the prequels. But this is another movie where they just delve into too much bullshit. Too much politics. For some reason, fucking Jar Jar Binks of all goddamn people is an ambassador. And it's like... Alright, to be fair, he wasn't in it a lot, but they... You know when they had, like, the council meetings and shit? Yeah, in that giant fucking, like, circular dome room? Yeah. He's, like, a prominent figure. Yeah. So it's like... First of all, what crack were we smoking when we're like, all right, let's make Jar Jar fucking Binks an important political person?
Yeah, because they were going to kill him in fucking Phantom Menace. And they're like, oh, we feel bad for Jar Jar.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, and everybody's sitting there like, I don't give a fuck if they cut his head off.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, just murder him. Like, publicly execute
Please
this motherfucker.
kill him.
Yeah. And
they're trying to do us a fucking favor.
And obviously, like, there is cool fight scenes in it. Like, don't get me wrong. And these special effects, considering when it came out, they were great. I remember seeing it in theaters. Obviously, the Mustafar fight at the end is fucking fantastic. I mean, you have a whole world that's basically composed of magma and lava. So it's like, it's just one active volcano. You have the fight scene in the Senate room with Dooku and Yoda when they're jumping around on the fucking
Palpatine.
Yeah, or Palpatine. Yeah,
that was kind of goofy. Seeing Yoda fucking
I mean, it was just like the setting of it was cool. And then Dooku and
well, yeah, this is when
they fight in the beginning. Of the
movie. Anakin.
Yeah,
Palpatine is like, do it. Kill Dooku. And Dooku doesn't say anything. Like,
and also Mace Windu gets killed in this movie, and that's always a fucking.
I mean, that was a cool moment because that was like oh fuck. Like betrayed.
Because the whole thing that I still have yet to understand is like in the prequels they play Palpatine to be this good person. He's
they try to make you think, but it's like everyone knows
he's the fucking emperor. So
his name is Palpatine.
Yeah, exactly.
They call him Palpatine in the original trilogy,
right? And they're like, oh yeah, he's good. And then like you see this whole overarching thing with Anakin, like more or less turning to the dark side, and it's like he's just a whiny bitch the whole movie. Like he literally just whines and complains about everything. So he's not a likable character, I don't think.
Yeah, and his whole what turns him is like. Because Padme's pregnant.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, he keeps having visions.
Right, of like the baby or whatever.
Yeah, he thinks she's going to die in childbirth.
Yes. And again, there is cool stuff in it.
I mean, that's somewhat interesting to like have him turn his fear for her dying, Padme dying in childbirth.
But there's just a lot of other things that just like, I don't know. Like there's stuff that I like the whole Order 66 thing is obviously interesting. Seeing that whole shift. Cool. No, that's what I'm saying. Like seeing that whole shift of like
everybody just like, and like you realize, oh shit, all these people have been like compromised, you know.
And they even delve on like the darker stuff, like the Padawans and like like
killing
them.
The Padawans.
Exactly. So like there is stuff that I do like about Revenge of the Sith. Don't get me wrong, but like
it was the first PG-13 Star Wars movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, it looks great. It still looks pretty good even now.
Yeah.
And there is stuff that I like about it. It's just a lot of like dumb shit that they tend to focus on that I just like can't get past.
Yeah.
That's like my major gripe, I would say.
So I'll just go into my 6 because it is Revenge of the Sith as well.
Okay, yeah.
So I thought about putting Solo above it, and I think for me what I don't like about Revenge of the Sith is it ramps up at such a weird pace.
Yeah.
That like he snaps to like Darth Vader and is just like killing kids like immediately after.
Yeah, right.
And it's just like as a whole the prequels did not do a good job of showing his progression.
I think that was the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Is especially cuz like I remember there's like they have like a meeting or something in the movie and like Anakin's like getting pissed off and like Yoda's telling him he can't do something. And he's just like complaining like a whiny bitch. And it's just like, like you said, it doesn't develop his character. It just shows him just complaining.
Yeah, I remember that was in this where he like wanted to be like a Jedi. Or
It was like something with, I can't, because it was with Obi-Wan. It was like something where he's like, oh, he's
like, I'm not a trainee anymore.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. Yeah.
I mean, the fight at the end is cool.
Right, of course.
I like Grievous. I thought Grievous is badass.
Yeah, I didn't even touch on Grievous. Grievous is fucking
Grievous is cool.
Yeah, no, I do like Grievous.
And hello there.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you have a villain that's basically entire purpose is to collect lightsabers from Jedi he kills.
He's killed. I mean, that is
really cool. They don't do anything with his character.
No, they just kill him.
Yeah, which
again,
did piss me off.
That's the theme with the prequels.
Well, yeah,
cool villains, kill him immediately.
The other thing too is like there's a couple cool scenes with him, but he always just runs away.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, we'll have a fight, run away. Have a fight, run away. It's like, how do you kill all these Jedi if you're such a pussy?
Yeah, I think for me, how this movie would have been even better. Show us some of him as Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
Why end it right when he
makes the
translator?
Yeah, the transition. I agree. Yeah, because it doesn't show any of the.
Think about how much better this would have been. Have the Mustafar fight as the middle of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
He becomes Darth Vader. He goes. He fights Obi-Wan again.
Right.
And Obi-Wan is trying to get him, like come back, but he just beats him again.
Yeah.
I just see, what if you saw Darth Vader as the one going in with the Padawans?
True. Yeah, no, that would definitely have had a more.
I just feel like we should have seen some Darth Vader. I mean, in a whole fucking trilogy about how Darth Vader came to be.
Yeah.
And we don't see one Darth Vader action scene.
Yeah, you just end on him screaming. Yeah.
But it's easily the best of the prequels.
Yes, definitely.
Easily.
Definitely. We can both agree on that. And I think if they would have given it maybe 30 more minutes at the end to kind of, like you said, flesh out a little, just even a little bit, that would have definitely drastically made it better.
Yeah.
But just the fact that they just cuck you and they're like, yeah, you don't get to see any of this.
But yeah, the Order 66 was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think if I think of anything else.
What was the one Jedi? It was Ayla. She's the alien Jedi.
It was Anakin's apprentice, wasn't it?
Is she is fuck. She's one of the first one that gets killed from Order 66. She's she's a blue alien Jedi that has these horn things on her fucking head.
Yeah, I think that's who.
Ayla something. I can't think of her fucking name.
She's in Clone Wars, I think.
Yeah. I think you're right.
But yeah, I mean, I guess we can move on to your 6.
Okay. So my 6 was Force Awakens.
Okay.
So the main reason why I put this where I put it was because
I know exactly why.
Yeah. This movie, I do like it, and we've talked about this a lot. I do like the movie, and I think the way that they chose to do it was smart. But I feel like the story is too much of what we've seen already. And
no creativity.
Right. I mean, again, there is creative aspects, don't get me wrong. The fact that you have this whole dilemma of Finn being with the Empire, cool. And then he's has a change of heart and doesn't want to be with them anymore and wants to fight for good. That is cool. I do like that.
Mm-hmm.
But too much of it felt like A New Hope, to where it just when I remember, because I saw it in theaters with my family, and I was like, there's just too much overlap here, where it's they're just pulling shit from.
Well, you gotta love that scene at the end where they're like, here's the Death Star.
It's
tiny. And they're like, here's what we're dealing with now, and it's big. And it's I mean, they might as well just said, okay, it's the Death Star, but bigger.
Yeah. We're going to take the Death Star and put it somewhere else. It was literally that.
But get this. It still has one weakness that is very small.
Yeah.
Like the Death Star.
But they cover all the bases. You know what I mean? They got the cantina. They got the fucking, the love story. They have, an origin.
Between Rey and Finn?
Yeah, to a certain extent.
Yeah, I was going to say, because Last Jedi fucking...
Yeah, The Last Jedi's nope.
We didn't even talk about that, but Rose, kissing Finn at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, who fucking cares, bro? It's you were we said, you're the sister of a fucking bomber that died. Who gives a shit? What have you done?
We gotta fight for what we love instead of fighting what we hate.
Yeah,
some cringe line.
Shut the fuck
up. And Finn, I mean, that would have been cool to see Finn die there.
Yeah, exactly.
Give his life up to get them out.
Yeah, of course he survives. In true Star Wars
and
fashion.
Why wouldn't they just be and just kill them?
That would make way too much sense.
Anyways.
But again, there is stuff that I like in Force Awakens that is new and interesting, but at the same time, it's just something about it just feels too familiar.
Last Jedi killed this movie.
Yes. I could definitely, yeah.
I mean, we don't know what Rise of Skywalker is going to do, but
right.
As of now, Last Jedi killed this movie.
Right. It basically made this movie pointless. Just the whole thing in general, this whole storyline, it's why should we care about this?
Yeah. Should I do mine number 5?
Yeah.
You can probably guess what it is.
Yeah, Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
Yeah. I'm glad we're pretty similar with a lot of these.
Yeah, we are a little off by one. But, I mean, it is similar to New Hope.
Right.
But as a movie on its own, it's paced super well.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Keeps you on the edge of your seat. You're never lulled into some bullshit like Last Jedi and oh, what's going on here? it moves well. I thought Kylo's cool. The helmet's cool.
Of course,
his
yeah.
lightsaber's dope. Finn with the stormtrooper thing. I mean, I thought Poe was pretty cool in this movie.
Yeah, Poe. Yeah, I didn't even touch on Poe, but yeah,
when
he was
that fight. I mean, when Finn fights that the executioner trooper.
Yeah.
I mean, and when Poe and like them all come and you like see that shot from the ground of like Poe doing all that shit.
See,
that's cool.
Again, I like that, and I think it is cool, but Han.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to do Han, but in a new character, something we haven't seen before. But it's the same character. It's like, oh, he's a vigilante. He's a badass.
Poe.
Like, again, I like Poe and I like his actor, but at the same time, it's like...
But let's also realize the reason why they did something so similar to what works is because they came off the prequels.
Right, and we've talked
Star Wars, nobody, I mean, the hype for Star Wars was non-existent at the time.
Right.
So they had to do something that hit. So I realize that.
And that's why I give it a little bit of leeway and I put it as high as I did, is because I do like it, but at the same time, I know they were only really doing it because they were trying to play it safe.
Yeah.
And you can definitely tell by the storytelling and the way that everything kind of flows.
Like, if you didn't see New Hope before this,
yeah,
you'd probably be like, wow, that was fucking amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, and they tease Snoke as being the bigger bad, which obviously gets fucking jerked off on.
You get cucked on about it.
I mean, and they set up Rey's parents, you know. I'm fine. That was the one thing where I'm fine with in Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Where her parents being like nothing significant.
I mean, in the original trilogy, like Luke's parents weren't anything crazy. They were just fucking like farmers, and they're in whatever they lived in. I mean, we'll touch on that when we get to it. But
I mean, coming out of this movie, I mean, this movie probably got me more into Star Wars than what I was before, definitely.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember being all that excited when this was coming out.
Yeah, I don't remember really. I mean, because obviously, like, I have a brother that, like, loves Star Wars, always has loved Star Wars, but, like, I wasn't really, like, paying too much attention to it either. And then, like, I saw it and I was like, yeah, this is good, but, like, I would like to see something new.
The Falcon, that scene where they, like, cut the engines and it falls and, like, Finn shoots, that was dope.
Yeah, no, that is a cool scene.
Han dying...
I thought that was kind of dumb.
Yeah, that was kind of dumb.
Yeah, because it's just like, oh, you're good.
Yeah.
And then, it's like no one saw that coming.
Well, then they fight at the end where, like, Rey and Kylo, and obviously Kylo's hurt. So you're like, that's the other thing with the sequel trilogy. Why do we care about Kylo versus Rey?
Yeah, there's no reason to.
Rey beat him, or I guess they kind of drawed in Force Awakens. But he was hurt.
Yeah.
He should have been able to kill her if he wasn't hurt. Right, and Last Jedi, she beats him again. What do you think's going to happen in Rise? I mean, I do think in Rise of Skywalker they're going to team up and he's going to be like redeemed.
But, yeah, I'll be interested to see what route they take with him. But they definitely can't just keep doing oh, he's bad. They fight. She wins.
They got to go one way or the other. They got to choose here. We're 2 out of the 3 movies. Yeah. Pick a fucking side.
Yeah. It's like 1 was decent, 2 was shit, and you need to make this last one strong. Like, come on now.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much...
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I mean, Phasma, too.
Yeah,
Phasma in the sequel trilogy, like, just fucking get rid of her. Yeah. So pointless.
It's like the design of her is cool, don't get me wrong. She looks cool, but, like, do something with her if you're going to have her in the movie. It's like, nah.
Nah, let's just capture her, then, like, shoot her out the toilet pipe. And then she comes back in Last Jedi, and you're like, oh, she's going to actually do something. Nah, gets killed immediately. Just fucking let her go.
Yeah. It's like, don't even bother, like, bringing her in.
So dumb.
Yeah.
All right, you're number 5?
Yeah. So mine was Rogue One.
Okay.
So I do like this movie, and I definitely like it more than Force Awakens. But I don't think I like it as much as the other ones. Is like the main. That's why it's kind of middle ground for me.
But it's still highest of. Oh wait, no, you might have Solo higher.
I might have Solo higher.
Okay.
Well, I do have Solo higher. Spoiler alert.
I might.
I don't know. I only saw this movie probably I didn't see it when it came out, but I saw it probably on Netflix when it was on there, and I mean I really liked it. A lot of the characters are interesting. Just a lot of stuff about it in general. I mean, obviously, like any kind of spin-off from like the general story is a nice breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I like Solo and Rogue One so much, is because it's something different, something we haven't seen before.
Definitely the best of the sequels.
Yeah, absolutely.
Easily.
Absolutely.
And I don't know why people like don't want the spin-offs anymore. But
yeah,
I want it.
Exactly.
I want it.
And if it's in the right hands, it's going to be done well. That's the other thing people have to understand. Like, I mean, Mandalorian is a great example of that.
Mandalorian's amazing.
Like, I haven't seen it, for those of you that don't know. Kev's seen it, but I've heard nothing but good things. And it's like, if you just put shit in the right
stories,
hands.
Every episode, it's a small story that has a beginning and end. There's somewhat of a tease at the end. You got something likable like Baby Yoda.
Yeah, exactly.
So nothing all that crazy, but
right.
it's cool. The action's good.
Yeah, and the writing, it seems like, is pretty good.
Yeah,
it's just
they need more shit like that, for sure.
And same with Rogue One. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in Rogue One that I like. I mean, in general, it's just a good movie. It's a good action movie. I mean, what else can you really say, you know?
You want me to do 4?
Yeah.
My number 4 is Return of the Jedi.
Oh, interesting.
So I just watched this today. I do like Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I mean, there's no buts to it. I mean, the Ewoks, I mean, that's the big thing in this that people seem to hate on. I don't mind it that much.
But they don't really do anything. Like, I mean, they're there, but it's not like they have this significant part. They're just kind of there.
They just help.
Yeah, it's cool the way they help. They have the trap set up for the fucking AT-ATs, like.
I mean, and they are made like teddy bears, so obviously they're made to.
Like, who fucking cares?
Merch.
Yeah,
I mean,
like, go fucking cry about it. Like,
the whole beginning is cool.
Yeah, exactly.
With them like getting, Han and doing like pretty much undercover mission in Jabba's palace. The monster.
When whatchamacallit, Leia's disguised as the bounty hunter.
Yeah, and she becomes slave Leia.
Mm-hmm.
The monster underneath Jabba's palace is dope.
Yeah, what is it?
I mean,
the Rancor?
I just watched it today, like in 4K, and that holds up.
Oh my god,
fucking amazingly.
Yeah, I think it's called a Sarlacc or Rancor or something.
Something.
But yeah, like that whole thing is so cool.
And like you see Luke fight it without a lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then like the whole,
that was Hoth too, right? It was Return of the Jedi. The ice planet, or was
Hoth was Empire.
Empire, okay, yeah.
And then Luke goes back to Yoda, and Yoda dies.
Yeah, he goes to Dagobah.
Yeah, Dagobah, and then pretty much like wants to convert Vader back.
Yeah,
and, like an Emperor gets some action in this, and
I mean,
does some shit. I thought the whole ending throne sequence between Vader, Luke, and the Emperor was great.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, besides the Jabba's palace, I mean, that was definitely the highlight.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I definitely like Return of the Jedi as well. I mean, I can't really say too many negative things about it, honestly.
Yeah, I'm trying. Like, it's hard to come up with really good things about it. I mean, the lightsaber fight at the end is cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably the best of the original trilogy. I'd go out on a limb and say.
I'd say that's fair.
But yeah, the whole like Vader screaming no. Like, that being added in, like. I don't think the additions in this from George Lucas are as jarring.
Yeah.
But, Oops. Yeah, I mean, you get It's a Trap in this.
Yeah,
like,
there's a lot of iconic stuff in this, so I could definitely understand why.
Yeah, I mean, it's... You get Vader's redemption. You find out Leia has Force powers and their brother sister.
Yeah,
Lando's good in this,
right? Yeah, I'd say he redeems himself. Yeah,
I mean, it's good. I mean,
yeah, I mean it's the last one of the prequels. I mean, obviously, or the original trilogy. So it's
Hayden Christensen, of course, is in it.
Yes, my favorite actor.
A good little addition from George.
Oh God.
The fact that they just make Death Star 2, that's a little dumb.
It is lazy. And I mean,
we were rebuilding the Death Star.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they didn't learn their fucking lesson. They're like, oh, let's make another Death Star 2.
Yeah. Oh. I'm glad I remember this. The speeding on what's the Ewoks planet?
Endor.
Endor.
Yeah.
Where they get the speeders and they're like running down the troopers.
Yes,
That
yes.
is dope. That is really cool.
Yeah, that will the speeder bikes will always be like a cool ass thing from Star Wars.
That was a great scene. Yeah.
And again, just like the traps that like the Ewoks are setting up are cool as well because they all end up like working, and they have these fucking trees. These massive fucking tree trunks that just like collapse in on a fucking AT-AT, and it's just like, how the fuck do
well,
they...
again, like they're in interesting worlds, and the thing about the original trilogy,
and they have like the treetops, they have all the you know, like the paths leading between the trees and
stuff. The thing about the original trilogy is the main characters are thrown into different situations where you get new stuff, like the monster, new settings, new creatures they're interacting with. In the sequels,
new dilemmas.
In the sequels, there's none of that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, none. The sequel trilogy.
They're like, oh, BB-8. Like, cool.
Yeah, I mean, that is what I think sets the original trilogy apart. I mean, the world building is obviously
fantastic.
Masterclass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go.
So my number 4, A New Hope.
Okay.
Yes. So we do differ on this one as well.
Interesting.
So obviously you have the classic John Williams score. I mean,
he scored them all.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like in this one in particular because it's the first one. So you're seeing all of the, you know, you have the iconic shots of Luke standing in his home village with the I can't remember.
Tatooine now.
It is Tatooine, but this is the first time you're seeing it.
Yeah.
So it's more appreciation for it. Yeah, I mean, it's the whole origin story of how everything kind of came to be. You know, you see all the important characters being introduced. You see, you know, the beginning starts out is great. The long panning shot of the Star Destroyer. You have, you know, Leia with her fucking message to R2-D2. There's just a lot of cool stuff, and this is another movie where, like, again, it builds upon his character really well. Luke, he's just like an errand boy, and then he meets up with Obi-Wan through Tusken Raiders. And then they end up meeting Han at the fucking cantina in town. There's cool stuff like
Greedo.
Yeah, there's cool stuff with like Obi-Wan, like where it's just very subtle, where they'll show him doing Jedi mind tricks, or like
that was
like cool. You know, the classic scene where it's like, oh, this is not the droids you're looking for. Yeah. And the whole, again, the environment, the world building is super well done. The Millennium Falcon is fucking awesome. I mean, Chewbacca is a great addition to Han's character.
Chewbacca absolutely in that the speeder scene in Return of the Jedi. Chewbacca absolutely yeets one of them.
Oh, really?
With his crossbow, yeah.
That's great.
Like one's getting away, and Chewbacca fucking
just
snipes
his ass.
Yeah, that was amazing. But yeah,
but yeah, I mean, it's just it's a classic story. I mean, again, we kind of touched a lot of how I feel about Force Awakens is similar, but obviously this one I respect more because it's the original, and you know, it's the first time they were doing this. But there's a lot of stuff that I like in Force Awakens because it was done very well in A New Hope, and the whole story in general I just love a lot more in the original.
Well, yeah, and obviously, I mean, you've got like Darth Vader. You're like, oh, what the fuck's that guy?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was about to say. I mean, he starts out the movie and just this fucking dude just walking into this rebel ship, just fucking up everyone. Yeah. It's like, plus for me as well, like a lot of the different stormtrooper variations they throw into the movies are always really cool to me. Like, I love the look of like the scout troopers. Like, they look super cool to me.
In Return.
Yeah, I mean, just in general, like in the original trilogy, like
the other thing in Return as well, you see the Imperial Guards as well. Those are dope.
Yeah, and like the clone troopers, like all the different kinds of troopers are always really cool to me.
Yeah, see, in the original trilogy, they like advance that shit. In the sequel trilogy, like the Praetorian Guards?
Yeah.
Jedi, it's the same as the Imperial Guards,
right? It's just like, oh, they're edgelords, like,
and they're red.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean,
yeah, no, I mean, that was pretty much all I wanted to say about
all right,
that.
My number 3 is Rogue One. I really, really liked Rogue One. I think Rogue One is amazing. You get a small story, smaller scale. You know, this group of people who, against all odds, get these plans to for the Death Star,
right?
And it builds on the original trilogy and makes it better.
Yes,
you see the sacrifice that these rebels, took to get these plans that they have in A New Hope.
Right? Yeah, I didn't even delve on that, but it shows more of like their struggle.
Yeah, it gives it gravity,
and it gives them more reason to fight. You know what I mean? It more so develops their reasoning.
And I mean, the Asian guy having force and him like walking out and like sacrificing and using the force to like.
And there's a lot of real consequences that like happen.
Oh yeah, I mean everybody fucking dies.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean,
so
I think that's great.
There's a real threat to everything. You know?
And it's the stakes are high. I people shit on the characters and like sure they're not all that intricate, but for one movie with them, I thought they're done pretty well.
Yeah, I mean if it's a one-off, like who cares?
Yeah, and like they're all making sacrifices to like get this shit done because they know of the importance of like getting these plans.
Exactly.
And they all obviously end up sacrificing themselves.
Yeah.
And I mean the shots on the beach with like the ATs, I think.
Yeah, like the tall fuckers.
Yeah, where they're like coming out on the beach and fucking raining down. Like that was dope. I thought the robot in it was pretty cool.
Yeah, the tall motherfucker. Yeah,
it was the horny bot. Yeah.
Oh
no, the horny bot was in Solo.
Oh yeah. Right. Yeah. No, I totally.
The horniest robot in Star Wars. But yeah. Oh, I mean, how can you? It's got the best Vader scene ever.
Oh my god! Yeah, that's right.
I mean, the Vader scene at the end is. I mean, that's the coolest maybe the coolest thing we've seen in Star Wars.
Yeah, no, I totally forgot
I mean,
about
that scene in its all, I mean, he like throws the rebel up with him, like, chokes them, and they're like trying to get the fuck out. I mean, that to me is like, I already liked the movie for like being kind of heisty and
Yeah, it's
and
like,
then the Vader at the end, it's just
the icing on top. Yeah. No, that is true. I didn't even think about that, honestly. I totally forgot about the Vader shit.
Yeah, that's interesting that you forgot about that. Like,
yeah, no,
seems to be the most memorable part of the movie.
Well, it's been a while since I've seen Rogue One, honestly, because it was when they first put it on Netflix.
Yeah,
so it's been a little bit, but I'll definitely have to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, no, I
think I pretty much summed that up.
I agree. I like your take. So my number 3, Solo. So, like you said. I really liked a lot of the stuff that they did in this, and the fact that it was just kind of a one-off adventure movie, kind of like Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
It just gives it so much more likability to me in terms of like, it's something fresh. It's something we haven't seen before. It's something where there's, like you said, like there's stakes to it, and there's like just everything pushing forward towards like, I mean, again, obviously the Han shit is dumb as fuck, and I don't think anyone will argue with you on that. But just the fact that we're seeing characters that have been introduced in the past and we're more developing on them, I'd like to see more of that.
And you see the Kessel Run. Yeah.
Yeah, the Kessel Run, exactly.
Like flesh out the characters you got.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you have this whole world of characters that's super interesting and like you can choose from, and you choose to do nothing with them.
Well, I remember there was a Boba Fett movie in the works at some point, which
really?
That would have been... I mean, that would have been great. I mean, because as of now, his character's fucking... Sure, he looks cool, but in Empire and
he doesn't do anything. He doesn't do fuck all. Yeah.
But yeah, the one thing I did want to touch on, because you did bring it up, Rogue One for me didn't kill any characters that I'd known before, or like bring something back about them.
Yeah.
Whereas in Solo, the name thing that was something that like sticks out, and it's like.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Kind of brings it back, but yeah.
No, I mean, other than that, though, like I really enjoyed.
I mean,
it,
the
like...
Chewbacca scene where he like goes in the cage with Chewbacca. I mean, that was cool.
No, I mean, there's just a lot of stuff to like about it, and it's just when you really get down to it, it's just like a good movie to just kind of sit back and watch.
It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's not like it doesn't have to build off something.
Right.
It just fleshes out a story.
Right. It's something that you know. It's something that's familiar, but it's something that's also new.
Yeah.
Which is it's a good combination, I think.
No, I mean, despite it being, I think, my number 7, I really do like Solo.
Yeah, I mean, even with 5, like Rogue One being my 5, like I still do like Rogue One a lot.
Nah, you hate it.
Yeah, it's
my fucking hate it.
Basically, Attack of the Clones. But yeah, we already kind of touched on Solo, so I figure we can go to number 2.
My number 2 is A New Hope. So, I mean, I just watched the original trilogy this past week.
Right.
The droids, I thought, stuck out in this movie.
Yeah.
I thought 3PO and R2 were I mean, the whole movie in general is charming.
I mean, the color palette that they chose for them was smart too, because they stand out so much. I mean, C-3PO's gold fucking plated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's annoying as shit, but he's gold plated.
I don't think he's annoying in this.
You don't? I think there's certain points where he can be annoying.
Yeah, but I don't think they overdo him in A New Hope.
No, I mean in the original trilogy, I think he's okay because they don't really do like. I mean, he's in there, but he's not like super obnoxious.
But when 3PO and R2 in A New Hope are like doing their own thing in Tatooine, like I like that.
Yeah, I also like when they do their own thing on the ship with like the whole compactor scene.
Yeah.
They're kind of
the compactor scene was great where 3PO is like, oh my god, they're dead. Or some shit like that.
And R2D2's trying to help him like figure it out.
Yeah. I just thought this movie very charming. The world building was great. I mean, the story, as you kind of touched on, was pretty good.
Yeah.
Vader, I mean, Obi-Wan, you see him have a sacrifice, but he's still one with the Force and able to, help Luke. And it doesn't blow its nut on Luke being a Jedi immediately.
Yeah, no,
he doesn't do. I mean, he shows a little force, but at the end of the day, he defeats them as a rebel pilot. I mean, he's in the ship.
Yeah, and the other thing too that I think, like you were just saying, is like he's like an everyday person, and then he just gets like somehow finds,
and he just goes on this like
adventure. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing about this movie that is like annoying, really. I mean, it's all like in other Star Wars movies, there's shit that's fucking annoying.
Oh, definitely, yeah. No, I mean, A New Hope, like you really just can't go wrong with any of the original trilogy. I feel like.
I mean, there really isn't anything like lightsaber fights that are all that crazy.
No, but I mean, it shouldn't be because it's the first one that they're kind of. I feel like it was more subtle. Which I think is honestly better because it's like it.
Yeah, they don't blow their nut on like. Whereas the prequels blew their nuts on.
They're like lightsabers everywhere. Yeah. We need lightsabers everywhere. Yeah. Where this one, it's like it's less is better. You know what I mean?
Definitely. But yeah, I mean, there was. I really liked every aspect of the movie. So
yeah, I completely agree with you.
Good.
So my number 2, Return of the Jedi. So, I mean, we kind of touched on this already, so I won't talk too much about it, but the biggest thing for me has always been the settings in Star Wars, and something about the way that everything kind of progresses in, what is it, Cloud City? Is that the name of the city?
Cloud City's in Empire.
I thought that was in, because they get Han from, oh no, I guess he is at Jabba's. Yeah, no, I'm thinking of, yeah, I was thinking of Empire, but, yeah, it's just the stuff, again, the progression of the story with Luke and Yoda. I mean, the fact that he passes away, the fact that he's on his own, and, he's learned all these lessons from Yoda to be the way that he is and become a better Jedi.
He's trying to convert Vader back.
Right, yeah, and I mean, Empire was the one where he had, like, the vision, right, when he was on Dagobah, and he has the vision of Vader in there.
Empire,
But yeah, I mean, like Hoth. I mean, obviously, like Hoth is probably one of the coolest. Was that?
That was in Empire.
I keep thinking of Empire. It's been way too long.
Yeah, you're too. Yeah.
Again, I haven't seen.
This is why I rewatched the original trilogy this week because I wanted to have them fresher.
Yeah, no, that was smart. Definitely not that smart.
But no, Return. Jabba's Dagobah. They go to Endor. And that's pretty much the settings.
I think a lot of the stuff that is just so iconic for me from Star Wars is a lot of the stuff from Endor, honestly. Like growing up, like I just remember so vividly like that setting and just like the rebel base that's on Endor, just the whole fucking the watchtowers they have outside the base, the giant radio towers that people are standing on. Just something about that just always like was resonating with me. And obviously again, like the fight scene at the end is just great.
Yeah, that's what I said as well.
Yeah, I was about to say.
The fight scene, that's the best fight scene of the original trilogy.
And it makes sense considering it's the last one. It's wrapping everything up. Mm-hmm. It does a good job of it.
And the Emperor being, kind of above it, but like still contributing and like wanting to turn Luke, bad.
Exactly.
And like there is a moment where you think Luke is bad, where he's like bashing on Vader, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, because he's like ready to fucking do it, and then something changes. But I mean, again, can't go wrong with the original trilogy. I feel like so. I mean, that makes number one pretty easy for both of us, so I feel like we'll just kind of talk about it.
So Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, I mean,
it's clearly the best Star Wars movie.
Yeah. And if you don't think so, then you're fucking wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I think most people probably would say so.
No, yeah. No, I mean, it...
You start on Hoth.
Hoth, yeah.
And, like...
You're just in it from minute one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love that about it, where, like, Luke's, like, just, like, traveling, and then he just gets, like, bashed by, like, this Yeti thing.
Yeah.
And just gets taken away.
And he's just hanging upside down in this fucking cave.
And again, that's, like, a smaller story where they're like, oh, shit, we need to get Luke back from this, like, monster. You know, it's not, like, a bigger thing. But then it leads to the Empire figuring out, and then they have this big war on Hoth.
Yes.
And, like, that was dope.
Oh,
and
my
God. The AT-AT is the first time you see them.
Yeah, the whole Hoth fight scene alone is, like, enough for me to love this movie. I mean, you have
it's the best fight of the movie.
You have the rebel ships wrapping the fucking strings around their legs to tie them up. I mean, like...
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing. You have these giant fucking, like, towers of death that are just slowly inching towards you.
Yeah.
Like...
Terrifying.
Oh, my God. And this
was the first time these things were shown.
Yeah.
These weren't in New Hope.
And the other thing, too, is, again, this is something where there is real stakes at hand. They have something that they need to protect. They need to protect the, what is it? It's like the, there's something on Hoth that they're like, it's like some shield generator or something that they're trying to save from the Empire. Because the Empire is like just trying to just fucking just absolutely just flush them out at this point. I'm trying to think of what else happens in Empire.
So this is the first one where Yoda comes in.
Right, yes.
So Luke goes to Yoda. And I mean, Yoda is a fucking goofball.
Yeah, they definitely make it.
He's just all over the fucking place.
Yeah, Yoda's had a few too many drinks.
Yeah.
And he's just wilding out.
What did I compare him to in this the other day?
Oh,
you see? Hey. I don't know. I fucking should have wrote it down, but I like compared Yoda to something.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I honestly forgot. Oh, Tim Allen, yeah.
Was it that?
Yeah, you were comparing to Tim Allen from Home Improvement, yeah.
Yeah, so Yoda's grunts sound like Tim Allen from Home Improvement in this.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a little over the top.
Yeah, I mean, Yoda is definitely... Honestly, Yoda is probably the worst part of this movie.
Yeah. No,
if I'm being honest.
I mean, also the look of Yoda from, like, the prequel or the original trilogy is...
Yeah, he's an old fuck.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, but, I mean...
At least it was practical.
Right, exactly. Just it wasn't a CGI fuck.
But yeah, I mean, obviously you get the biggest twist of, like, Vader being his father.
Right.
Oh, I loved at the end where Luke gets, like, thrown into another area and it's, like, quiet. And then just, like, you just hear Vader's breathing, but you don't see him.
Yes.
And then out of nowhere, he just, like, walks in. That was dope.
Yes. I mean, the whole Han situation with Lando is great. I mean, the fact that he's portrayed in Cloud City. I mean, Cloud City is another awesome setting that, like, is super cool.
One thing about New Hope, which I didn't touch on, George Lucas bringing the CGI things in and Tatooine, killed it.
I could totally see that.
I mean, when they're like the up shots, like the far away shots, were like, and you can just see the CGI bullshit.
See,
same thing in Cloud City too.
Really,
a lot of that was fucking CGI.
Again,
and Return of the Jedi. Remember the dick sucking alien?
Yes,
that, like, sings?
yeah.
The lips like come out. It's like, what the fuck?
See, that was the thing that was so cool about the very, very originals, was because it was all practical, and like all the people in Tatooine, like in the cantina, are so like interesting, and like they look so
like,
cool.
Yeah, and you're like interested in each one of them. You're like,
you're like,
I wonder what's
like, you're like, oh, what's the deal with the fucking cantina members with these giant eyeballs, and they all look the same.
Yeah. But yeah, with Empire, like, I mean, the Boba Fett thing. I mean, this was the best Boba Fett movie.
Yeah, I mean, you got the Sarlacc pit. You got the fucking...
Well, you don't have the Sarlacc pit.
Was that in...
That's Return.
God, I'm just getting all of them mixed up. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. So, you're going to be executed.
Yeah. So I need to watch every single movie after this, after I'm done.
But yeah, you know, Boba, like, being the one that, like... Because Vader, like, gets all these bounty hunters to, like... Be like, oh, go find, you know, them. And, like, Boba's the one that, like, tracks onto them.
See, I wish they would have fleshed out more of the other bounty hunters, because there's a lot of really cool bounty hunter designs, like IG-88, like the robot, like he's super cool. There's just like so many that they just kind of like show and they just don't really do anything with.
Yeah, the Cloud City where like you see Vader's already there, like that was a big shock.
Lando's betrayal, yeah.
IG-88 is in Mandalorian, by the way.
Really? He always seemed really cool. Excuse me, really cool.
What are you gonna throw up?
Yeah, I'm gonna puke.
But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, I literally just watched them, but I mean, I think it was Hoth, Dagobah, Cloud City.
Yeah,
I mean
that's pretty much
it. All moves pretty well. I mean, Vader's terrifying in this. Probably best Vader movie, maybe besides Rogue One. You know,
yeah.
You obviously get more Vader. You see the Emperor is introduced in this, which is like an it's like a mysterious thing, which is pretty cool.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
first Emperor movie, first Yoda movie. You know,
it has its place for a reason, and I think a lot of people would also regard it as their favorite. I think it's just a generally liked movie, especially for the original trilogy, which is already good.
Yeah, and they don't win.
Yeah, exactly. It ends on a cliffhanger.
It ends with Han getting fucking carbon frozen. Luke losing his arm. It was pretty much It's pretty much like the Infinity War of that time, where like
honestly, that is a really good comparison.
Where usually, everything ends happy for the good ones.
Yeah, it's usually the hero fights the bad guy, hero wins.
Yeah,
everything's fine.
In this, they don't win.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what made it so good.
The other thing about Force Awakens, now I'm thinking about it, how did the First Order come into power? They never go into that, do they?
I'm trying to think. It's been so long since I've seen Force Awakens.
Because, like...
Yeah, I mean... But do they really go into depth about how the Empire came into power?
Not really, but it's like, when you see the original trilogy and you see they're freed, it's like, how do they go back to like an oppressive power,
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, I've never really thought about that.
But yeah, I mean, is there last thoughts on Star Wars?
I mean, if you somehow haven't seen a Star Wars movie by 2019, like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Just yeah, you Tim Allen, dumbass, and Goofy. But yeah, I mean, probably the last thing I'd say was, see the original trilogy. Appreciate that. See Solo, Rogue One. If you want to see the fucking prequels, sure.
No,
if you want to see the new movies,
watch the prequels.
Watch
the
3 and 1.
The prequels are such a spectacle that you just have to see them.
You have to. All right.
Because they're such a shit
If you've
show.
never seen them, fine. But there's no reason to rewatch them.
There's no reason to rewatch Clones.
Yeah.
I'll fight you on... I mean, Phantom Menace and Sith, there are rewatch values.
There's good stuff, but I would never... Bro,
yeah, but the good stuff is the rewatch value.
I would never be like, yo, I'm trying to rewatch Phantom Menace. Like, I can't...
I mean, it wouldn't be a movie where you take it to a fucking deserted island.
No. I would only watch it if I was trying to laugh. Like, that's the only way I would try to watch those movies.
I don't know, man. That Darth Maul's fight...
No, it's cool. You're not. That's the thing.
It's a Duel of Fates.
It's good, but that's not reason enough for me to watch all of that shit.
You don't have to watch all of that. I mean, it is like each one is 2.5 hours. But
well, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about rewatchability.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna watch Phantom Menace, start from pod racing.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, fair enough.
Skip all the fucking Jar Jar
I was about to
bullshit in the
say.
beginning.
But again, for me to watch a whole movie, I have to like the movie, the entire movie. I can't just
I do
bits
like
and
Phantom
pieces.
Menace. I mean, as much as Jar Jar fucking sucks cock, I feel like I'm just immune to him at this point.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think a lot of it also plays into you watching it.
Yeah, it was
as
the
a
first
kid,
one I saw,
right?
yeah.
So I think that also plays into it as well. It's me laughing at you watching Phantom Menace.
You with the Bear 50 cal while I'm watching Phantom Menace.
Just gat right there.
What are we at? We're at almost 2 hours.
Jesus, yeah, we should probably.
Let's watch this one video, then we'll wrap it.
Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ. So this is a comedian.
Oh boy.
Doing a bit.
Does anyone laugh at him?
Did I hear someone say they want wanted to hear my dad's Google history? Dad's Google history. Dad's Google history. What is the name of the woman? Dad's Google history is bloody Dad's Google history. Demi Lardner age. Dad's Google history.
Oh, that hurts.
It sounds like a laugh track.
He's a million years old.
She sounds like Rebel Wilson.
Yeah.
She's about as funny as Rebel Wilson.
I hate the Dad's Google. That sucks.
Yeah. I was about to say, she also has a fucking fanny pack. Oh my god.
People clap. We'll just wait.
Yep, right. Well, I suppose it means it's time for me to turn on the TV.
You're watching Wife Swap. This is Kelsey. She's an attentive mother of 2.5 beautiful children, a human rights lawyer, and attends every PTA meeting.
So extra.
I don't really like mess.
This is Karen.
Karen, haha.
Karen lives in a hollowed-out log with her children named Pantera and Dirt Bike with 3 R's. Her husband is a piece of driftwood.
He just never listens.
Kelsey is the coach of her son's basketball team, and her husband cooks a healthy meal for the family.
Nobody would ever smell her cooch.
For some reason,
This has got to be pre-recorded laugh tracks.
full of wedding rings.
Not again!
Kelsey is a black belt in Taekwondo and teaches her 1.5 daughters self-defense.
It's important to stay safe.
Karen is scared because she just found out all of her children have skeletons inside of them.
Hey, you guys hungry for
My dog would have
something
fucking
from my
screamed
cat?
at that.
Get a milk.
Get a milk.
Comes in a box.
Comes in a box.
I just want to die.
Up next, the boy who wants to take off all of his skin.
I want to be a meat boy. All I want to be is soft and red. I want to be a meat boy. I want to use a barbecue for my bed. Any questions or?
I have a question. Who the fuck told you could be a comedian, or at least attempt to be?
I don't think we've
comedian?
ever been like that speechless after a video.
Yeah, that like hurt to watch.
I just hated the bit of like the Dad's Google history, Dad's Google history.
That's like I'm not trying to say that I'm like the funniest person by any means, but like
it's so try hard.
Yeah, not even try hard. It's just like she just has bits, and that's all she has is bits
And like slapstick fucking bullshit.
And she's like, let me dance around and be fucking zany.
Ooh,
Wild.
I'm a guy with someone's skin. I'm a meatball.
Yeah.
All right.
Put me out of my misery.
We're done.
Yeah.
We're getting the 2 hours, so. Wife Left Me Pod on Twitter and Instagram. WifeLeftMePod.storenvy.com if you want merch.
Yes, buy our merch for Christmas.
I'm Kev Gordy on Twitter, Vibranium with a Y on Twitch.
I'm an Abusive Yeti on Twitch. Follow us both. We're Stream Boys.
Yes, Stream Boys. Yeah, let us know your Star Wars rankings. Tweet us any funny videos you want us to watch or react to on the pod. And
Or come to.
Yeah, or we'll come on the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nobody. We're 2 hours in. There's
Yeah, I was about to say, no one's
nobody.
listening at this point. It's fine.
All right. Maybe Neff.
Yeah. He'll get a kick out of that one.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.